Why, hello there, everybody. How are you doing today? It's me again. And yes, I'm here for another update, to give you yet another update. And no, my phone has not gone one ringy-dingy yet, but it's going to. It's going to. You see, I can see exactly how fed up people are across this country. I can see how disgusted people are with the total, complete lack of accountability. I can see how tired people are of all the gum flappers, of all the chest thumpers. And we just want them to go away. Just do something productive, because that's not being productive. In fact, I was cruising through Facebook last night, going through all the friend requests that people sent me, and this one guy he was live. Now, he wasn't articulate, he wasn't professing to know everything, he wasn't giving instruction on what everybody needs to do. Hello? He was doing. He gave other examples. He said, man, you all need to be like this guy who goes out, he works with a kid's baseball team. He goes out and he collects food for the poor, for the homeless. He goes and sees this person, that person. Get off of Facebook, is what the guy said. And the guy's right. A lot of you all are convinced that what you're doing on Facebook, shaming, bullying, cutting down, berating, belittling, that's really doing something. No, all you're doing, you are acting just like the other side, or just like the supposed other side. That's all you're doing. You're just agitating. Well, we're tired of the agitating. We want solutions. We're tired of the stupidity. Now, they had the stand up. I don't know, the kids, the high school students, even some grade school kids, that gun protests. And look what happens. Just let them loose, let them run around on the street. And what did they do in Southern California? Well, they threw rocks. Listen, hear me. High school students threw rocks through people's cars' windows. Why? Well, just because they had a rock in their hand and the car window was right there. That's not the kid's fault. You let a child you let anybody do whatever in the world they want to do, they're going to choose to do the stupid thing. Look at you. You're sitting here on Facebook. You really think you are accomplishing something by creating multiple Facebook accounts that talk about how great a job your guy is doing and how terrible the job everybody else is doing. You really think you are accomplishing something. Well, you're not. You're not. All you're doing is spewing out, you're going to get your little feelings hurt, your opinion. Rome burns, you just give out your opinion. Well, God is moving upon men and women's hearts. And we're tired of the lawlessness. We're tired of it. So you all want to keep complaining. You all want to keep talking about how good and great your guy is. Well, guess what? Your guy, your gal, as great as you profess them to be. How long have they been in office? Oh, what's that? Longer than 2 years? Longer than 4 years? Longer than 8 years? Well, guess who the problem is? Hello? They're the problem. Why in the world are you all expecting these fakes and frauds and counterfeits? The ones who have created the problem, why in the world do you expect them to actually fix the problem? Because they are convinced that without problems, well, then there is no need for them. When their job is not to solve problems, their job is to serve you, me, we the people. So what do? They create more problems. They come up with these stupid little protests, these stupid little marches. Now they're letting kids go. They're letting kids loose. And what happens? The kids run through the neighborhoods, running through a mall. Since when do they sell guns at the mall? I don't know. Running through the mall. Hey! This is not the first time that they've done this before. They did this before back in the election. Hey, you want to go? You want what? Look, a bratty kid and an undisciplined child is going to take every opportunity that they can do to show their butt. Oh, look, just like a lot of you all here on Fascist Book. I'm big, I'm bad, oh, I'm so right, and you're so stupid. You know, you ask somebody to like your page and they say, why? Why? Why should I like it? Why the heck did you send me the friend request then? Why should I like the page? Why shouldn't you like the page? In some of these Facebook groups, you got to be kidding me. I get banned simply for asking to join the group. You got to be kidding me. Oh, because I'm doing. So, I got a question for you. Are you willing to do if you are the only one doing? Are you willing to live what you believe no matter if everybody else around you is doing the exact opposite? Are you willing to stand for law and order, even if those who profess to be law and order advocates, and you know that they're not, are telling you that you are a criminal? Let me say that again. Are you willing to stand for law and order even when everybody else around you, you know, the ones with a title, hello, right here in Jacksonville, Florida, hello, we don't have a sheriff, he's a criminal. We don't have an undersheriff, he's a criminal. There's a bunch of judges down there they're fakes and frauds, they're counterfeits. They are impersonating judges, they are impersonating law enforcement officers, they are impersonating state attorneys. I just have the audacity to call them out on it. Which means, oh wait, if all the other fakes and frauds say, we don't want this guy around us, because he'll call me out for being a fake and fraud. He realizes that there is no one in charge of him. There's no one that can stop him from doing. So, are you willing to stand and live what you believe, irregardless of what some idiots say, irregardless of what some criminal says, irregardless of how big and bad the bully tries to bully you, how many threats come your way? Are you willing to take a stand? See, and everybody says, "Kay, how in the world could you do?" I couldn't do that. I couldn't do that. I couldn't do what you're doing. Well, I'm not doing anything special. The only reason why I'm doing it is because, well, I'm doing it because my God told me to do it. My God showed me that this was happening. God showed me that because of what has happened, because of what they did to me way back in 1997, because that was never dealt with, all of those people involved stopped being judges, attorneys, law enforcement officers. And it festered and festered and festered and festered, and the end result was, and I can take you right through the Terrence Martin is a state attorney that files false paperwork to and before the 4th Circuit County Court, lying about me, saying that I was arrested for soliciting for prostitution when there is no that I was arrested for soliciting for prostitution on 12/3/1997 when there is no record of anyone being arrested for soliciting for prostitution on 12/3/1997. Nor is there a record of me ever being arrested for solicitation of prostitution. Nor is there a record of me committing any criminal act ever. I'm not a criminal. That means he stopped being an attorney. Terrence Martin is the very same Terrence Martin who made the plea deal with Donald Smith, releasing him from prison, from jail. Donald Smith got out of jail on May 31st, 2013. And 21 days later, June 21st, 2013, he kidnapped, raped, and murdered 8-year-old Cherish Periwinkle. And it should never happen. Because Terrence Martin did not have the authority, the legal jurisdiction to make a plea deal. Or even, not only with Donald Smith, with anybody. Because he stopped being an attorney way back in 1997, 1998, when he filed the false paperwork. See how that works? The title does not give you an authority. And I'm the only one who has the gumption to stand up and say something about this. Yes, I'm going to say something about this. Because it's not only affected my life, it's affected the 3 Thornton women who are convinced it's their fault. Again, TubeU channel, folks. Go watch the videos. This is over and done with. But Kay, how in the world can you... I would be scared to death. My secret weapon is, I know my God. I know the creator of the universe. And I know, well, did I go looking for this? No, I didn't create this. This was done to me. This came to me. Okay, so guess what? We're going to deal with this now. 2, am I professing that I'm going to make somebody? Nope. All I'm doing is reporting crimes. All I want to do is the law to be enforced. Hello? You ask yourself this, why do judges, why do sheriffs, why do state attorneys not want the law enforced? Well, because they're criminals. And I caught them. The only thing that they got is caught. Over and done with. You see, I know what my God has done for me. I don't have to prove to you that I know my God. I don't have to prove to anyone how much faith I have. The only one that I have to please is the one who gave his life for me. And by pleasing him, all I have to do is stand where he tells me to stand, say what he tells me to say, and do what he tells me to do. And that's all I've been doing. Not nervous in the least bit. Over and done with. Now, because more and more people, just like me, are standing up across this great country and doing the very same thing, we are outing all of you chest thumpers, all of you gum flappers, all of you talkers, all of you bullies. And we're saying, fine, hey, look, we don't care. Go ahead, just keep flapping your gums. We don't care. We're going to do what we do. You do what you do. And let's just see exactly what happens. Let's see who gets results. Shall we? I don't have to make my phone ring because my phone is going to ring. Why? Because my Creator has told me that my phone is going to ring. He hasn't told me when, but I do know it will. Because I serve a just God. I serve a righteous God. I serve a holy God. And he will not allow what has happened to me, what has happened to the 3 Thornton women, and what has happened to the Periwinkle family, and let's not forget 8-year-old Cherish Periwinkle. He's not going to overlook the kidnapping, raping, and murdering of an 8-year-old child that should have never happened. All because his authority structure was not properly used? Because the people took an oath to do their job and they didn't do their job? Oh, you dummies. Over and done with. So go ahead. You keep operating under his opinion. We believers are going to keep operating by faith, and let's see who gets the best results. One last question. One last question for you. The only question that needs to be answered is, what exactly are you going to do? Just saying.